Hey there, welcome back to Oak and Age, and today I'm reviewing this, J.P. Wiser's Triple Barrel Rye. Alright, so I have poured myself a nice dram of J.P. Wiser's Triple Barrel Rye. It's beautiful on the nose, but before I start with my review, I need to actually make a confession to you guys. I don't generally like Canadian whiskey, and that pains me in my soul to say because I'm Canadian. There's just something about Canadian whiskeys that you find not only in a lot of J.P. Wiser products, but Canadian Club has it, Alberta Premium has it, Crown Royal, like there's just some kind of Canadianness. Maybe it's the politeness. I find that it doesn't really bring me any joy. It's not my cup of tea or my dram of whiskey. And that's not to say that Canadian whiskeys aren't good or can't be good. In reality, some of my favorite whiskeys are from the True North Strong and Free. So, you know, it's just kind of a generalization. But I'm telling you this for a reason. I'm telling you this because I had a pretty big bias against this bottle when I bought it. And the only reason I bought it was because I actually entered this contest on Instagram from JP Wiser's account and I won. So they sent me this really cool cocktail set and I figured, you know, I might as well buy a bottle of JP Wiser so I can make a cocktail with it. It seems like the right thing to do. I had two parameters basically. I was looking for something that was above 40% ABV and I wanted something that wasn't too expensive. And I settled on the Triple Barrel Rye. I brought it home thinking, you know, this'll work, whatever. Very low expectations. And, you know, I got in the kitchen, I started whipping up a cocktail and I took a sip of the Wiser straight out of the measuring cup or whatever. And I was blown away by how good it actually was. I mean, it really stood up by itself, let alone in a cocktail. So I guess I've kind of spoiled the review just a little bit. I like it. I like the stuff. I think it's really good. So let's get on to the nitty gritty here. I'm gonna nose the glass. Yup, like it's just nice. It's warming, it's inviting. There's a little bit of rye spice to it. It's very Christmassy, I find. Like it's evocative of Christmas baking. There's some fruit. You know, it's just warm and inviting. That's all I can say. There's no astringency. There's no real, you know, punch to the face from the alcohol vapors. I mean, I guess why would there be? It's only 43.4% ABV, so this is not like a cask strength whiskey by any means, but you know, it's enough. It's enough that is flavorful and just a really fragrant nose. All right, enough talking, more drinking. This is just great. There's caramel, there's like a dried fruit note. There's that sweetness that you would normally expect from a rye anyway. A slight hint of bitterness, but it adds some complexity. Lots of vanilla. Just grain, toasted grain, vanillas, I guess maybe like a butterscotch. Yeah, but overall, just really warming, really inviting, almost juice-like, in the sense that it doesn't really taste all that strong. And again, like I mentioned, it was bottled at 43%, you know, so it's not going to knock your socks off, but it's still strong enough to hold its own in a Glencairn glass, I'm finding. And I think it's really just a really pleasant dram. All right, so we've tasted it. I enjoyed it, very obviously. It's now time to put it up on our scorecard. This is the must-have scorecard. So I basically take a whiskey and I rank it against 3 parameters. The first parameter, would I recommend it? Second parameter, would I buy it again? And the third parameter, does it offer good value or good bang for the buck? And so here we go. J.P. Wiser's Triple Barrel Rye. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 for recommendation. I would absolutely recommend this to anyone for the reason being it's really approachable, and it doesn't matter where you are in your whiskey journey. You could be a whiskey connoisseur or you could be trying whiskey for the first time. And I think this particular offering has something for everybody. So 5 out of 5 would recommend. Would I buy it again? I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 on that one. It's just, yeah, I mean, it holds its own in a Glencairn glass. It's a really, really solid cocktail whiskey, and I like cocktails, so perfect. And lastly, 5 out of 5 for value. It really is an affordable whiskey, which kind of plays into how much I like it and how inclined I am to recommend it to other people. 5 out of 5, bang for the buck. It's cheap. I think I paid like 32 bucks Canadian for this, and I've never seen it above 35. It's in every liquor store I've been to for as long as I can remember. Yeah, it's just a really solid whiskey. So I guess that brings us to 14 out of 15 points on the must-have scale. Now remember, just because a whiskey ranks really high doesn't mean it's my favorite whiskey in the world. It doesn't mean it's the best whiskey in the world. It just means it has this certain charm that I think would appeal broadly to anyone. And I certainly think this bottle of whiskey right here would belong on anybody's home bar or within their liquor cabinet, in their whiskey collection, whatever the case may be. I think this bottle is a really good addition. So, yeah. All right, cheers guys. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow me at Oak and Age on Instagram. If you would be so kind as to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, that would really help me out because I'm trying to grow this channel. And on that note, tell me what you want to see from me. Do you want to see more reviews? Would you like some cocktail recipes? I've got some really good ones. What do you want this channel to be? Let me know and I'm gonna make that happen. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and I will catch you next time.